Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a review and packing video on the Fawn Design Mini 2.0. So today I am doing a collaboration video with my good friend Ling Wing on her channel. So I will put the link below and you can go ahead and check out her review on her beautiful little Fawn Design Mini 2.0. This is the sand color. It does come in three colors: sand, coral, and sea glass. I chose to get this particular color because I am going back into summer in the United States, and it's just a really pretty kind of neutral light color for that season. I really do like this particular color. It's kind of a cream. I wouldn't say it's really sandy, but it is a little bit of a beigey cream color, and I did do some close-ups in my unpacking video, which I'll pop up in the card up above so you can kind of check that out. But today I just wanted to go over how I have it packed up. I used this today with three of my kiddos. We went out for morning shopping and breakfast and things, so I did kind of pack it up for at least my two girls. Now, I will go over my thoughts about the bag at the end of the packing video because I have kind of mixed feelings about this particular version. But as we go unpacking it, I will show you the features and I'll kind of briefly mention what I think about them. The Mini 2.0 does have some upgraded features to the 1.0. It is an inch wider, longer this way, and an inch taller. It also has a grab handle that has a PU leather kind of bit on the top here, and then there's seatbelt material going into the bag. And the main differences are on the back here, as you can see. So it does have removable backpack straps now, and then there's also a magnetic pocket here that you can pop them into, and that goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag here. And they also have a zip compartment here as well. So I do like how they added these features on. I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy the slightly bigger size and these extra features, but you have to remember that it does kind of add a little bit of weight to the bag because there is a little bit of extra stuff added onto it. I suppose this bag is really designed for an on-the-go, very quick kind of, I guess it could be used as a diaper bag, could be used as a handbag, or with older children. I think it was a good choice to do a larger mini because a lot of people found the other one a little bit too small. However, there are some features of this that kind of still haven't addressed some of the things that other people wanted changed. First of all, this is a vegan leather bag, so it's not leather, but it's a matte leather, so it is a lot smoother, it's a lot thinner and lighter, so it's not as bulky as the pebbled leather by Fawn Design. But it does kind of have very similar features to the 1.0 mini. So you do have gold hardware here. Now this gold hardware is okay. It's not the most highest quality in the world, but it doesn't feel like the cheapest either. It's kind of mid-grade. This bag does only cost $93 American, so I kind of understand why they, that some of the things that I noticed were a little bit maybe cheaperly kind of put together on this one. Why it's done that way, because the original mini that's smaller was actually a little bit more expensive. I think it was around the same price, so it kind of offsets the price and the quality. But you do have the Fawn Design logo embossed here. That's really pretty. I think that's nice. I'm not sure how that would hold up with time, but it is kind of nice to have it not blaring at you like some other bags. So in this little zip pocket here, this is big enough to fit a coin purse by Jujubee, and this just has some spare undies and disposable baggies for my daughter in case she has an accident. But this does kind of go up in the lip here, so it comes up here, so you could put decent amount of things in here like mints and gum and lipsticks and lip glosses and things like that. So I do enjoy that pocket. There is a slip pocket here. Now you can really feel the thickness of the two leather bits together here. I noticed that when I was using it, so that was one thing I was kind of surprised about, and it feels kind of bulky to me, but it is quite a big slip pocket. I can put my iPhone 10 in there. You could definitely put a larger phone, but it would probably pop up on the top here. Now these pockets on the side are not big enough for sippy cups, and that's a lot of people's kind of gripe about this new bag, because I don't think they made it any wider, and that's one thing I really wish they would have done, is made it wider, because you really can't fit much in here. I mean, I struggled to get my keys in here when everything is packed in there, but they did get in there. I do have this key thing, on my keys, so I was able to get it in there, but it was a bit of a struggle to do so. You have nice D-rings here that are a thick gold color. They have the fawn embossed on there as well. One thing I did notice that they aren't as thick as my 1.0 ones. And if you can see, you probably can't see that, but they're a different color gold. But I did notice that a lot of people have commented that this hardware is like the I guess the most recent version of the original minis. So my original Fawn Design Mini is from when they very first released them. So maybe it has been like this for a while, but I noticed the difference in that. There are D-rings down the bottom here that are attached with a seatbelt loop sewn directly into the bag. That's another thing. My original one had a piece of material here, and then the D-ring, and then the attachment. So I would have liked to see them have done that a little bit more than just sew it into the bag. So I'm not sure how that's going to hold up, but so far it seems to be okay. So that's on one side of the bag. On the other side, little pocket, I put my hand sanitizer, which fit perfectly. The backpack straps are removable now. They are a seatbelt material that are, you know, they're not the thickest ones, but they felt semi-comfortable on me, and they didn't feel like they were too thin or digging in or anything like that. So you can remove them with a little lobster clip here. Now this hardware here, I wasn't that impressed with. I thought it felt a little bit flimsy, but apparently that's how it's been for a while. Whereas on my first Fawn Design Mini, see how it's just a little bit better high quality, I feel. I don't know, that's just my opinion, because you can kind of have them side by side here. And plus this is a really bright gold, whereas this is more of a rose gold. But, you know, does the job. So these can be tucked inside of this slip pocket that closes with a little magnetic closure here. Now in this slip pocket today, I just have my mini wipe pouch, but it is quite big. I think you could definitely fit an iPad in there, or any little of those learning pads, or I'd say you could put nappies and wipes and things back here if you wanted to as well, if you're using it as a nappy bag. This zip compartment here does go, let's see. Okay, it goes about 3/4 of the way across. And in here, I did put my phone. Now, my phone would migrate from this pocket if it was on my back. If I was carrying it, I'd put it into, like, just over my shoulder, I'd stick it in there. But it does fit nicely into here. And this is an iPhone 10, so there is a little bit of room. So you could definitely put a bigger phone if you needed to. And that definitely slipped in there nicely. This grab handle here is sewn into the bag. You do have reinforced sewing there, so that's kind of nice. And as I said before, it does have the PU lined kind of like a reinforced little grip bit there. So, yep, so that's the back of the bag. So that's all the kind of improvements or additions that they made to the Mini. Now, there aren't any feet on the bottom here. One thing I did notice, a lot of people have noticed, is the stitching on some of them seem to look like it's pulling, but apparently that's normal. A lot of people have been told. And it doesn't get it worse. Some people have said that it was on their other bags for ages, and on their original bags, and it over the time, and it hasn't, you know, gotten any worse. So I suppose that's, you know, it just depends. There is some bits here that kind of feel like this down here is where I've noticed it a lot, and on this side. So it's kind of like they just haven't pushed the fabric in when they sewed it together. Another thing I noticed is where it zips here, there's a lot of puffy fabric, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. But I mean, it's not a deal breaker when it comes to the functionality of the bag. It doesn't affect the zipper or anything like that. It's more of a aesthetic kind of preference, and I don't like how it comes up over the thing like this. And another thing I wanted to mention is this bag does have a particular smell to it. My one does. Some of them don't, but mine has a very strong synthetic kind of smell. And I didn't smell it when I was out and about, but I definitely smelled it when I first, you know, opened up the bag. So there is one zipper, and again the same kind of quality. The zippers are quite smooth. They're not sticky or anything. They're metal zippers, so you can easily zip them all the way around. Whoopsie. And having this grab handle here makes it easier also to hold it and zip it. I would have liked them to have two zippers. A double zipper pull would have been really... So imagine if there was another zipper and it just kind of hung there. How pretty would that have looked? So that comes all the way around. Now this is where I always kind of have issues with the Fawn Design bags. So this does fold back, which is really great. You can really kind of get into the bag. But there is so much material because it's double lined with the same PU material on the inside, it's very, very thick and it makes the bag quite heavy. So that's just one thing to remember about Fawn Design, is they are lined in the center with the same PU lining. It's supposed to make it easier because you can pull it out and clean it. However, for my preference, I feel like it's just adding weight. But you know, that's the way they designed it. So some people like it, some people don't. There is a lot of puffy fabric here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera up so you can kind of see how I packed the bag and get an idea of if it would work for you. So that's the best angle of the dangle I can get, but you can kind of see more into the bag, and you see how it opens up a decent amount, but I really wish they had made it wider this way when they redesigned this, because it would have made it so much, you could have fit so much more in here. So as it is, my things are very, they're not squished, but I like them to be a little bit roomier, and there's definitely not enough room in here to put really anything else on top, but I'll show you how I have it packed. So there is a slip pocket back here that's the same as the original mini, Fawn Design Mini, and in here I just have my cash pack by Rough and Tumble. This is my wallet. Currently, this is in sage denim. There's also a little key fob thing here. You can attach your keys, but if I put my keys in here, it actually takes up room in the center of the bag, so I didn't do that. I put it on the outside of the bag. The other couple of things I have in the center are two Jujube custom play packs with coloring and things for my girls. And then a Sunny Life water bottle that's, I think it's about the same diameter as the Funtainers, so that kind of gives you an idea. It might be a little bit thinner, but I barely fit that in here. Now I definitely cannot fit that in the side here. You can see it's just, if you had a really skinny bottle, you might be able to put it in here, but then it would push into the bag, obviously. Now there are the 4 pockets, just like in the original. Now this side I didn't have anything because that's where my water bottle was against that pocket. In this pocket here I do have a coin purse with my hairbrush and hair ties in there by Jujube. And then in the pocket next to it I've got some mints and a small set piece with my lipstick and lip glosses and such in their lip products. And then in one over here on the I guess left, if you're having the bag the right way around, is my mummy made kit thing, and that just comes everywhere with me. So that's all I have in there. So I don't pack a lot. I'm a very minimal packer. I feel like there isn't as much room as I would have liked, but it still did the job today. It did. So I don't know. I'm very torn on this bag. So anyway, so that's the packing portion. Now I will talk just a few minutes, not long, about what I overall thought of this bag. It wasn't the most comfortable on my back. I am 5'9", and I don't like having my bags really far down. I felt like this buckle here, if I adjusted it where I like to wear it on my back, it was in my armpit and it just felt uncomfortable. This rubbed against my skin a little bit that I didn't really like. And there are just a lot of things about the bag that I'm just a little disappointed with. So for me, this isn't love with this particular bag. I know a lot of people do really like it. I know a lot of people have issues with it, with the stitching. They're not happy with the way that it's been put together. Some people's are crooked. Some of these aren't put, like the pockets are not put evenly on each side, so it kind of looks funky. And I think people just expected a lot more from Fawn Design brand. Is it a good bag for the price? I think so. I think it does the job okay. And I think it is a very pretty looking bag. It has a lot of aesthetic value to it when it's all zipped up and everything. As I said before, I wish this wasn't as puffy. This is the main thing that just bugs me. I don't know. Everybody has their thing that bugs them. Did they need to add these additional features here? Well, kind of and kind of not. I feel like if they had have made the bag more wide this way, they wouldn't have needed that, because you could fit more in the center. They should have made these bottle pockets, if they had made the bag wider, these bottle pockets could have been bigger and they could have fit sippy cups, because this is designed to be a toddler bag, right? Or a nappy bag, and you need to be able to fit bottles in there, or you need to have enough room in the center to fit bottles in the center. So I kind of feel like they should have made it more this way. They really probably didn't need to do this. Yes, okay, you can put these in here and you can use the messenger strap as a messenger bag. But this bag, the size it is, I don't think I'd ever use it as a messenger bag. It would just be a backpack for me. So that's kind of my opinion about it. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty color. I think they did well in the colors that they did. and the additional features are okay. I probably didn't even need this handle. I mean, it's nice, you know, it's handy, but I didn't bother me with the other one not having a handle. But a lot of people do like this. I like how it flops behind. I don't feel this on my back when I'm wearing it, in case people are wondering if you feel that. I didn't notice it. But you know, I'm kind of more into the rough and tumble bags at the moment, the leather bags. They're lighter weight, they fit a lot more. I fit all those things that I had in my bag today. I fit in my small rough and tumble bag, and it's nowhere as heavy and nowhere as awkward. So that's just me, my personal preference. Any of the opinions that I say in my videos are my personal preference. I'm not trying to tell you if you should or shouldn't get a particular bag. I'm just giving you my opinions about it, and then you can take what I say and then maybe kind of look at the bag yourselves and see if you would like to try it out. But I'm not trying to kind of like promote or bag the company. So there's my packing and review about the Fawn Design Mini 2.0. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to pop them below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.